Fake.
Hold on, let's look through the kaleidoscope.
Heavenly bamboo, date palm, woolly, lily turf or mondo grass, oxalis, clover, fork oak, bird of paradise, papyrus, arsenias, sphagnum moss, pomegranate,
Aconocloa. I do recognize some things.
slaginella,
Slaginella.
a creeping ficus.
We're going into the desert. We're going into the desert.
I guess it's not an automatic door.
No. Lies.
Hello, right off the bat we've got some Sansevieria right here, another common houseplant. And it is very interesting, I have to say. They say it produces the most oxygen out of any other houseplant.
Oh,
Yep. Also known as mother-in-law's tongue.
really? It's
Yeah.
so round.
Yeah, look at this. But there's different varieties that are more flat. And then there's also a very large and flat one called whale fin.
Oh, yeah. I know. I always think of Plantarina when I see these.
Yeah.
Shout out to Plantarina.
Oh, this is called the crown of thorns. Very interesting plants. Cactus, at least it looks like one. But it's also got leaves. And some really nice flowers, I do have to say.
Crazy spikes. This should be called the desert rose.
This specific one is called pencil tree, but there's a bunch of different pencil somethings. And you can see why they are called that. They don't have any leaves. And they're not really cacti, so they're succulents, but they've got no spikes to them. They're just there. And they grow into this large form. At least this one does.
Yeah, that's very big. Let's be happy here.
This looks like pieces of the jumping cholla, which is like a cactus that will attach onto you when you rub past it. Pretty annoying. But it uses that to attach onto things that brush past it, and then it will fall into the ground and it'll just start growing there. But it is attached to this prickly pear.
Yeah, there's some right there too.
Some fruit? Oh yeah, there's a bunch all over.
Pretty funny.
They are edible. Barrel cactus, specific variety of these, the fruit is also edible. Produces these yellow fruit that you can eat. Also has pretty majestic flowers, and these spikes make music. Super fluffy in the center, if you can get there and touch it. It's called the elephant bush. I don't really know too much about it, but
elephants love it.
maybe. Very succulent leaves, as most plants in the desert have.
I could be wrong, but I think they are toxic to cats.
Another one, I don't know the name. It says the name right there, I believe. But it gets into this massive tree.
Hello, yeah.
It's so interesting because it also has this gray underneath that has spikes, and then it's got leaves on it. So unusual. Here we've got some more really interesting plants. I don't remember the family, but what this amazing cactus, though it's not actually a cactus, or it's not in the cactus family, does is it produces these flowers. So you can see this one right here. Yep. And these are another one that smell really bad, and it lets a bunch of flies come over to it and pollinate it. So instead of using bees, it uses flies. Very disgusting looking. It looks like rotten flesh, but it looks like that for a reason.
Yeah, you're right. Reminds me of a starfish. I love it. Starfish flower.
It's a weird plant. It has no leaves, but has these branch-like structures and these weird little white flowers. And if you look, it's actually a bulb, and it has these onion-like shapes. I don't see where it's.
I don't see the bulb either, but my grandma has this too.
Oh, here's bear's paw. Looks like little bear paws or little slices of pie. I'm not really sure if this is the exact one, but at least it looks like this. So I believe this is called Old Man of the Andes. And it's got such a funny like look to it. It's got a bunch of white hairs all over the top that drape down as it gets older. And these are old flowers. Now this is another wonderful plant. This is a welwitschia. At least that's how I say it. And it is a very, very interesting plant because it has this one little, I'm not sure, just a thing. And these are actually just 2 leaves. There's only 2 leaves that come out of the whole plant, and it will have these leaves for its entire life. So they just keep growing and growing and growing and growing forever, for hundreds and thousands of years. It's such an epic plant. It does not like moisture at all. So, this right here, as well as the one in the back, not this one, but the 2 trees in the back are related to aloes. They're called aloe trees. Another very nice plant that many people in the south have. And when it comes time to blooming, they'll have these large, that one has orange flowers, and this one has yellow flowers. As you can actually kind of see a few left. The thing in the front right here, that is a Madagascar palm. So it's not an actual palm. Kind of looks like one, but it's not. As you can see, there's got tons of spikes all over it. And it also has very nice flowers, which there's a few left at the very top. They kind of look like plumerias.
Oh yeah, they do.
There's another aloe tree right there.
What is it? Oh, that's an aloe tree?
A different type. And these right here. This one and this one are both yuccas. And I'm not sure, I think that one over there has edible flowers. Might be wrong on that, but one type of yucca has edible flowers. I believe they grow all over Texas, and they're said to taste like cucumber. So it's a cool thing. Also, you can make string out of them, so that was very important when we had to. So this is the one and only Baobab. Those gigantic trees that you see online. They've got huge, really wide trunks to them.
Yeah, they do videos with their silhouette at sunset or something like that.
And they collect water in then massive amounts. And they're actually hollow on the inside. So what people will do, or at least what has been done, is people they'll cut a huge hole in the tree and they'll build this home inside of it. So they'll be living inside of a living tree.
Oh.
It's so amazing.
I can't focus on it for some reason.
And when I was in the Botanic Gardens in Florida, we saw a massive one of these, and it's got these huge flowers that kind of look like, I don't know, fluffy cannonballs with these huge petals around them, and they just fall off the tree and make this loud, booming noise. Another awesome thing is that you can actually eat the fruit, and the fruit is this massive wooden circle, I guess, sphere. When you break it open, it's got these little pods in it, which they're powdery, but they're said to taste like lemon yogurt. It's like powdery lemon yogurt. Weird. So here's an agave. There's many different kinds of agaves, but this specific one is the one that they use to make tequila.
Oh.
Yep.
What's this one called?
Tequila agave.
Oh.
It says that this is a ponytail palm, but it looks not like a ponytail palm. Ponytail palms I'm used to have longer leaves, but I don't argue with the masters. So these are lithops, a very interesting family. You can actually see there's a few right there. They're very hard to see, but they look like rocks. They're camouflaged. There you go. You can kind of see that one's open and it has a little dead flower coming out the top.
Yeah, there's some behind that row too. Why can't I find my finger there?
Oh, here's one up front that you can see.
Oh yeah.
So once the outer part of this plant dies, a new one will come out through the center and replace it. Very interesting. They're camouflaged very well until they start flowering and they have this bright yellow flower. It's like, okay, interesting choice. I'm gonna put my jacket on. It's snowing. It is on. Would you like it to do?
From the desert to the Arctic.
Would you like it to do?
From the desert to the Arctic.
It's winter, kind of. It's ornamental kale, mom's view birches, gray birches,
Heart.
dawn redwoods, some Versailles. This is a lake.
Is it really?
No.
Oh. Yew hedges.
It's a fruiting tree. Apple.
Lavender boxwood hedges.
Allium.
Queen Anne's lace or fennel.
Queen Anne's lace is wild carrot.
Oh, what's this?
Ornamental corn.
Such.
Status red oak. Goldenrod.
It's a white spruce.
Yep.
Grasses.
Ground cover evergreens. Jack pine.
Anemone.
Oaks. Tamarack.
Heart.
Magnolia. European hornbeam. Pines. Weeping pine.